Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. Alright, and the day has finally arrived. We have waited the most of 2 weeks for this, and it's finally here. And with its arrival, I am seriously regretting the use of those gems to get Nabeline. Not because of her, but because of this, of course. Alright, here we have the Hyperia challenge. This is the one we're looking for. And, it's a little bit on the expensive side. It's running a little bit slow for me, too, so I'm a little bit concerned. I believe the first one started about 200, and I think it was 70 gems, something like that. So you can see I have it down to 70 right now. The hatching is running slow because of... I went into the Clippium breeding event. I didn't get anything but epics, but I did get maze coins that were very useful to me. We'll talk about that in a moment. But anyway, let's talk about this. Obviously, you got to get the 50, right? If you get the first one, you get 20, completely useless. If you get the second one, you get 30, mostly useless. I mean, you might be able to wheel and deal with your team, but let's face it, you're all going to want it, right? So you got to get the 50. You get the 50, you get a full 100 cells. That way you can build it, right? It is running a little bit slow for me, and it started off kind of expensive. I'm hoping that over the first 24 hours, I can take a big chunk out of the first one and use another 24 hours to take a big chunk out of the second one and use 2 full days for the last one. Kind of what I'm hoping for. I'm beginning to question whether I'm going to have enough gems for this, though. We are going to get access to a coins dungeon, a gems dungeon on Monday because it is going to run that long. So, I mean, we are going to get some extra ones there. But I'm beginning to really regret using, I think it was about 200 gems to get Nabeline. So I am really starting to regret that. Hopefully, that regret vanishes over time. Anyway, like I said, I am being held up a little bit on the hatching. But the gold collection is going really slow. Every time I go for it, it's like +2, +2, and that's it. The feeding is okay. It's going a little bit better than that, but it's just really slow. I'm hoping by early tomorrow morning I can take a big enough chunk out of that first one that I have no problem spending gems to move it along, because that is what it's going to take. Anyway, you have to get all 100, and when you do, you're going to get Hyperia. And she's, I'm calling it a she because it's kind of a she type of a name, right? And anyway, a legendary, we have Earth. Obviously, we have good legions, we have superheroes, and we have adventurers. Of course, you'd actually have to spend extra cells, whether they be Elementium or Earth cells, if you don't have the extra cells, to rank it up so it can be a Megaton tank right out of the trait. So that's, if you don't do that, you're kind of wasting your time. You know, it's basically built as a Megaton tank attacker, which is kind of silly, but it can double its health, which would be very, very useful in that case. So this, of course, is something that I've been talking about for a while, and I really hope I didn't mess up my chances to get it by blowing those gems. So we'll have to see how that works out. I have no problem spending every single one of my gems if it does get to that 50 and gets me that 50. All right, so this is going to be running for another 3.5 days at the time of recording. Hopefully, you're making better progress than I am. Just saying. All right, and let's talk about the Lizard Hunter maze here. And you might notice a significant drop in the number of maze coins that I have. That's because late yesterday, I managed to accrue about 4,900, which was, of course, enough to get Drakkar. And that's exactly what I did. So this is the way I see it. The best chance I had of getting anything was Barjark. So, yeah, I figured, why don't I just go for the elite that I don't have? Some people don't like him. I took a brief look at his skills, and I'm like, okay, these look pretty good. So it's something that I don't have, and it isn't elite, so it can't be too terrible. I mean, it's better than getting an extra 100 cells for Barjark that I couldn't even use until I get more. So, I mean, I already have him ranked up once. That's what I mean. So I decided I went with him. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spend the coins probably late tomorrow, actually Monday, because it is going for another 2.5 days, and try to get whatever I can. That's what I'm going to do. I don't expect to get anybody else out of this because I'm not going to have anywhere near enough. I would never have been able to get enough to get her down here. So I figure I'm just went with what I could get. What I knew I could get. I didn't even start it until I saw I had 4,900. So there was no discount either. I looked a couple of times during the day. It very well might have slipped in when I wasn't looking, but I wanted to make sure I had enough to get it. And I did. So that's what matters to me. When am I going to be able to hatch him? I have no idea. I actually got Nabaline's egg sitting up there right now, and I have a feeling it's going to be sitting there for a while. Because he would be a priority. That's just the way I'd see it. He would be a priority. I would probably have to do something about her if I did end up getting Hyperia's cells, because I'd have to craft it after all, right? But at the moment, yeah, I have epics over here. I am doing like the little uncommon thing to try to get updates, but I'm having a lot of trouble getting hatching updates. I've done it about 5 times since I got one this morning, and it's just not working. And I still have another one sitting over there, an epic, so I have to be careful not to touch that at just the wrong time. So I want to get rid of one of these. That 3-hour and 8-minute one looks good. But I mean, if I did it now, it would cost me gems, and I really can't afford the gems right now. Hopefully everybody who's trying to get Hyperia actually gets her. And I'm guessing that you really got to, because, again, wars, lots are going to have her, lots are going to have her ranked up. So that's the way that's going to go. I don't think there's anything else new. It is a Saturday, so why don't we jump into war? We lost the last war. They turned out to be rather persistent, so they won. Persistent wins. And I took a quick glance when our current war started. By the way, our war is drifting. So maybe during the next week we might have to do a day skip, because if it drifts much longer, it's going to be much later. Which is kind of the reason this video is late today, is because the war is kind of drifting in time. But I'll announce that in advance. All right, let's go on in. So we seem to be leading at the moment. That doesn't actually surprise me because I looked around at some of their teams. Anyway, we have Undead, Team Wars, which, could we lose the Team Wars thing? Yeah, that'd be really nice, thank you. And Nature. So we could set up some good teams here. What I mean by that is, okay, that's kind of an issue, although Ragnarok's there, so he makes all things good. That one, yeah, that's not so terrific. Ouch. Wow, I mean, that's the computer setting that one up. No, that's a computer. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. No, I do not. Why does Patient Cyber need stamina? Okay, I see, there's issues. There's definitely issues. But why don't we start with beating up on Wernda? Yeah, I think we could probably do this. Let's go on in. I already have a team all ready to go. And, of course, I have a Leprechaun, which is good for us. It's not so good for them. Should I leave the Leprechaun in? That's a really good question. You know, the reason I say that is because... You know what? I'm going to take him out. I'm going to put the other guy in. Because, you know, Cain on the other side, it does all his damage with single target attacks. So we don't really buy anything by having him in there. So I'm going to use Indigo. I'll use Flynn in the next round. Very likely. All right, so let's go. And let's lose your stamina. All right, why don't we start with... actually, I should take you out. The Cain in the front. The reason for that is because my Cain is going to use bleeding, and their Cain, of course, is immune to it. So, okay, and boom. Okay, can I use a littler one? Yes, I can. All right, why don't we just work on you down here? Because he's nature, and... Okay, is Cain even going to get a chance? I think that he is, because that's a lot of health up there. Alright, let's see. Okay, and he resisted the weakness, which is a bad thing. Yeah, we're definitely going to need Cain up here. Okay, that one he dropped. Okay, he's losing stamina quickly. I don't know, he might have enough. Nah, I don't think so, actually. No, well, actually, it's gonna be... he's out, he's out. Okay, so why don't we... One shot, he's dead. Okay, that worked out all right. For me. All right, let's see what else we can find over here. It's too bad that the combination doesn't give me an anticipation individual. That one would be fun right there. Okay, there's no speed there at all. Okay, yeah, I say once again, I think the computer set that one up and nobody actually did that themselves. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, I mean, I think that we're probably going to do destruction here. So let me just see if I can find something kind of... Okay, well, if Lofty Ghost is all you have, Lofty Ghost is all you have. Well, he's a 110, though. That might be the reason he was selected, right? Let me see. That's a really fast General Thetis there, which is probably the reason that one is still 15. That's a very fast one. All right, let's look around here. Oh, that's not so fast. I don't know if I have anybody who can get me up to that kind of speed, though. Maybe. All right, let's see, because I do have some support in mind here. Hold it a second. Although, yeah, this middle one is a bit of a problem, isn't it? Let me think about this. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, we did this the last time. Could we not do this one anymore? All right, maybe I'll just throw him in there. That's going to leave me with an issue. If I go with... Where is he? I mean, I could do that. I don't think that would be fast enough, though. I'm thinking Alpha Clevius. Of course, Bagel is actually faster. No, he's got a 4. They're both 105, too. We'll throw O'Reilly in there. That middle spot is just a big problem. I could go with Patient Cyber. He'd probably be fast enough. He's getting some help over there. I'd like to put Ragnarok in, but I need this spot for Denial. I guess Patient Cyber is probably the way to go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, let's just see what we have here. Oh, it's a 110 though. 6851, and you're just a little bit too fast. There isn't anything I could do, right? I mean, Flynn's got good speed here. All right, what if I did put in Patient Cyber? Would that be better? Because he is 5 levels higher. Let's just see what we get. Oh, that's it. That'll actually do the job. Of course, the guy in the middle does have a 0 cooldown attack. We completely shut down the Prince Charmless, though, which is a good thing. All right, let's go. And, of course, Endemic Pathogen to activate their cooldowns. Oh, single target attack. Actually, that's a big problem right there. Oh, is he stunned? No, he's not stunned anymore. Oh, that's a big problem. All right, let's think about it. I guess maybe we just put shield and precision down, right? All right, and force transduction. Okay, could you leave the what's his name, the leprechaun alone? He's just interested in giving you a night of fun. Some people just don't appreciate that. All right, let me think about it. Heavy damage 1, total blind. Who am I concerned about at the moment? I mean, we're getting to the point where the Prince Charmless might end up becoming a problem. Activate cool. Yeah, I'm going to do the Prince Charmless because that's the one I'm a little bit concerned about. Okay, and he got 2 more rounds for that one. If the Prince Charmless starts going at this point, he's just going to die. So I am going to blind you. Okay, and some fun dungeons. You, sir, have a lot of problems. I'm going to add to them by activating your cooldowns. Alright, let's think. Do we need healing? Not you. I mean everybody. Hold on a minute. Yeah, why don't we just do that? Okay, and some hypnotic tails on your face. And you're just dead. Alright. Yeah, in this case, I think this is a, I think we're just like really more powerful than them. I mean, they have some good elements in here. A lot of them seem to have cane, or a number of them seem to have cane. At a pretty good level, too. In some cases. It just seems that, generally speaking, I think that we probably won't have a lot of trouble with this one. I think it's another case of they probably shouldn't have been put against us. Believe me, we've been there. A lot. So, it's not their fault. It's the matching system. The matching system is just terrible with that. So why don't we move on to some PvP? Alright, because it's Saturday, and what's better than beating up other teams with our teams? The trophy count dropped a little bit there, but I think we could probably still get some good teams. Alright, so let's begin. Our first team today was suggested by Kevin Norcott. And Kevin wanted to see... We're going to start with Tara... And then we're going to go, by the way, this is not Prince Charles. I just wanted you to make clear. Indigo is far prettier. All right, and finally, somebody with an awesome name. And there he is. Okay, so let's see what we have up here. Obviously, Tara is very fast, so she can get ahead of a lot of individuals. I'm going to hit the refresh because I think we could probably beat something tougher. So maybe we can find that. Yeah, okay, there's definitely not what we see on the right, not on the left. I mean, the middle, mystery isn't really terrific denial if you ask me. Too random for my taste. So one more shot. All right, who is the toughest team here? I guess the one with the done raw, probably. I mean, that would be kind of challenging, wouldn't it? It would actually be a lot of trouble for us. Possibly. Can I do anything about that? Well, I mean, the thing is, we might be able to do something about that. It really depends on how fast the other two are. If Indigo doesn't have any speed on him, but he is, he's 105. I believe he's 105. So if he's going first, he might be able to get rid of the done raw. All right, it's risky, but I don't see anything else here being a challenge for this team. So we're going to take this one on and hope that... Okay, so they have absolutely no speed at all, not even a single support one. And done raw doesn't have any health. Okay, that's going to be a lot easier. The other two have support health. But still, you got to put health on a done raw. Why do you have stamina on a done raw? I mean, its attacks don't use a lot of stamina. I mean, you can make an argument for the damage, but not stamina. That's crazy. I mean, it's a 6. It's not like you don't have stamina. I mean, health to put on him. Or her, pardon me. All right, well, you know what? It's still kind of a tricky situation because they have a tank and we don't have a tank, so let's see what we can do. You know, I don't even know if I should do that. You know what I should do? I'm going to do elite troops. Because I see Indigo's going to go, and then Tara's going to go again. There's little question in my mind that he is going to get rid of their done raw. No question whatsoever in my mind. Because there's no one... You know something is wrong when you two-shot a done raw. Do you? Oh, you don't still have that going, do you? All right, well, I do need to get rid of these two because they're dangerous. And I really have to get rid of the Undertaker up there. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Because he could easily resurrect the Fallen, right? All right, and I think he's just going to kill everybody. Okay, there's absolutely no excuse for that team not doing better. I mean, okay, you had 2 open ruin slots on the Dun Ra. But the biggest health you have on them, you know? I mean, look, I killed it in 2 shots. But don't you think that's crazy? Really? Don't you think that's crazy? Ugh. By the way, thanks for the what's the name of them? The maze coins in the last video. They definitely helped me. Definitely helped me. Of course, it didn't help me go after you. It helped me go after somebody else, but thanks anyway. I guess maybe I shouldn't tell her that. Alright, so let's move on to our next team. Our next team was suggested by, and I'm just going to pronounce this as I can, because it's all one word, but I don't see it as a word. Anyway, our next team was suggested by STH King 15. So, I mean, I don't know how to pronounce that with all letters together. Besides, the first 3 were actually capitalized, so I'm guessing that's the way it was supposed to be done. Anyway, this individual gave me 3 teams. I think I chose the first one, so let's choose the first one. We're starting with Vaultec, and then, yeah, this, I hope we can find a tough team for this, because otherwise, it's going to be ugly. How ugly is this going to be? Let me show you how ugly this is going to be. This is how ugly this is going to be. Alright, so I'm hoping we can find something challenging. Well, I mean, yeah, see, the thing about it is that Xyla doesn't depend on effects anyway, so the fact that a Flamerion is over there really doesn't matter because she just does raw damage, right? Let's see if we can find something challenging here. Even though, considering we have Nova sitting in there, I don't think so. I mean, we got some levels over here on the right, but I mean, you got 2 denials and a support. I mean, they're not going to kill anybody. What we have on the left is interesting, but I think that we probably end up easily going first. But you know what? We're probably going to go first anyway. I guess what it's going to come down to is their Vaultec. If their Vaultec is going before Zap and Xyla, then we're going to have a problem. Because cooldown activations are really not going to work too well. Alright, let's just do this because I think that's the toughest team we're going to get. Oh, he's got a lot of speed. Alright, that's going to be a problem. He's probably going to kill somebody. It really, you know who he's going to kill? He's going to kill Nova. He's going to kill Nova because the other 2 are Thunder and he'll do reduced damage. Oh, wow. You know who's going first? Well, the other 2 we can take care of. It's the Vaultec that's the problem. See, I'm going to activate their cooldowns. It's going to shut the other 2 down. But it's not going to shut him down. Yeah, he's going... What? Oh, do they have 0 cooldowns? I guess maybe somebody kept one. Alright, well, you guys had your chance, and unfortunately, your chance time is over. I might lose Zap here, though. Because he is hurt. Okay, could you stop doing that, please? All right, I have ample opportunity to get rid of these individuals. All right, I'm moving the attack up here. Okay, I'm not going to hit him again. It sounds like a terrible idea. Okay, and 1 hit down here. Because he's going to die if I hit him again. Alright. Okay, so what we're going to do is make sure that she doesn't miss. By putting some guard down on you. But I have a feeling she wouldn't miss anyway. And I think this is just 2 attacks. 1. And 2. Of course she gets 2 kills. Alrighty. And a spin. Okay, you and I are really getting along. You know, anytime the panda needs to take a break, you just come on back and step in there. Alright, it looks like we're getting better teams now. Alright, so let's set up our 3rd team for today. Our 3rd team was suggested by Alex I don't know how to pronounce that. Nhem. So I tried. Anyway, Alex wanted to see over in Magic. Yeah, this team is not as fast as the previous ones, just because, let's face it, those were my two fastest denials I led with. Anyway, we're starting with Dodger, and then we're going over to Fire to get Brown, who's going to give some nice speed support over here. And then what's going to be very useful indeed is going to be Cora. All right, so single target attacks are going to go over here. So who are we facing here? Try to keep that in mind. All right, like I said, these teams do seem to be a bit on the faster side, which is challenging. The one up the middle has a really tough Balthazar, but the other two are just 100. And we are using cooldown activations. As long as we go first, that shouldn't be a problem. But I'm thinking we maybe want to go for something harder, because we do have some really tough individuals in there. I'm thinking the team on the left, even though I might be biting off more than I can chew there. Probably am, but we're going to go for it anyway. This is probably a terrible mistake. Well, I mean, that's a unique strategy. I'm not saying they're wrong. They're making their individuals very hard to kill. The thing about it is, since I have cooldown activations, they're going to be sitting around doing nothing. That's all. All right, but it's we'll see how the strategy works. They got some good stuff on there, too. Okay, obviously a bit late. All right, who do I want to get rid of the most? Well, the only denial is up here, so maybe I should work on this fellow up here. Okay, you got a big old shield there. That's really nice for you. Okay, we need you to stop doing that. And I need you to die. I'm thinking if I could get stuns down, this would be great. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Oh, that worked out perfectly. Okay, so we got two back-to-back attacks from Dodger here. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to deactivate cooldowns, right? And then she can just activate their cooldowns again. I think that's a great idea. Okay, I deactivated our cooldowns, so we got all our attacks back, right? Now I'm going to make them a bit late again. I happen to know that Bella's got a great one-turn hit, which would probably kill... It wouldn't kill Cora, and it would go for Cora. The problem, of course, here is... yeah, that's going to be a problem. All right, I'm going after her. I consider her to be more of a danger. All right, then charge. Good question. All right, I think at this point I'm going to do the Mega Taunt. And I think you hit somebody for that? No, it's damage reduction. All right. Okay. All right, why don't we go with blindness? Okay, you're being very stubborn. Very stubborn. Stop being stubborn. All right, but I think that we're going to get... Ooh, that's really going to do a lot. Oh, she's already bleeding. All right, hold on a second. Let's get you bleeding. And then let's make sure she's dead. And you don't have enough stamina. Okay. You're not immune to that anymore. How about quicksands and daze? I think we'll take another shot at the stun. Okay, that's good. And give us our skills back. We just need stamina, that's all. Stamina. Let me embrace you. Removes positive stats effects from all enemies. Applies possession, burn, and bleeding. He's already bleeding. I can always do that in the end. Okay. Bleeding. But I have a feeling it's not going to be necessary. Nope, it's not. Alright, and... another win. Okay, well, you know, there's bound to be something that happens like that once in a while. I'm sure it was like an oversight, a mistake. The machine is a little bit broken, I suppose. So, look into that. Alright, and let's go with our fourth and final team for today. Our fourth and final team was suggested by, and I'm really sorry about this, City Zaya Ismail. I'm really sorry about that. And this individual wanted to see, and who doesn't want to lead with this one, right? Let's start with Cleo. Now the next is interesting. Interesting. It could be deadly, but it's interesting because their major characteristics are not really usable. You'll see what I mean in a moment. I think he's metal. I get confused by him. Let me just take a quick look. Actually, he might be. There he is. Okay, yeah. I mean, I get confused by Flamirion. He's in metal, but all of his attacks are fire. You know. All right, so we're starting with Flamirion. Next up, I was told to use Temerian, so that means I'm going with my PvP individual, which is Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim is the one who's got health. Okay, so obviously we have no denial, but we're hiding behind Cleo. And Toasty is going to be responsible for all the damage. So maybe we can do something with that. All right, let's see. What do we got? Now, obviously, we're not fighting the team on the left because there's an epic there. We should try to get something tough, but not somebody who's going to take away, positive status effects. Yeah, not the team on the left. That would be very, very bad. Do I have enough damage to beat the team on the right? I mean, I only have one damage dealer. And, you know, the Shade Moon's going to spend a lot of time, evading. So that's going to be annoying. Interesting. How much... You know what? Let's try it. Let's just see how this works out. Besides, look at the name of the team. All right, so oh wow, all health. That's interesting. Is that a charging banner? No, it's a vitality banner. Okay. All right. All right, let's see how this works out. Okay, are you evading now? You are. Okay, so you're evading and you still have your dodge. All right, so let's take care of the other two with some of that. This one here would be getting the extra stuff back, right? What I'm looking for is make them weak to fire. All right. Obviously, I'm not going to do anything with Shade Moon, but the other two are more meaty anyway, right? All right, I'm going. Do I have to? Yeah, I'm gonna activate their cooldowns. Scatty? No, he did that one. All right, he's got the little attack, and now he doesn't have any stamina. Sands of Sahara. What do we have? Removes positive status effects from all. Oh, okay. Applies mega possession, sunburn, and quick. Yeah, why don't we just go ahead and do that? Ow, that sucks to be you guys, doesn't it? All right, let's see. Insane fire damage. Actually, how much stamina do you have? Because I'm thinking of going back to the first attack. Max burn, heavy special damage, but that's not... All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the cooldown. I'm going to use this one here to get his skills back. And then I'm going to use the first attack again, because this will do damage. All right, obviously I'm not going to do damage to the first guy, but I should say the Shade Moon, but going to do damage to them. All right, let me think. Do I even want him doing anything right now? I think that, do you have anything? Yeah, you're in there too. So you know what? Okay, stop that. Tiny Tim's just going to charge. Oh, you're immune to possession. I forgot about that. But let's face it, you didn't actually do a lot. I should have done a top time on you. Alright, let me think. Still got that one, but that might be going away. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the Mega Taunt. Just to make sure. I don't want it going away. Alright, let's think. Max damage, insane fire damage. The guy down below is not on our side, so let's get rid of him. It's important to be on our side. The other two are still mega possessed, so you're dead. Okay, you get some curse. Did you get it? Yes, you did. Good. All right, and max burn. Okay. I'm going to charge him. Initial state. I mean, yeah, why not? Because it'll get him a turn back, right? I mean, it's a way of using a turn without using any stamina, right? You gave your... Okay, you already had curse, but you missed yourself. Fun. Very fun. Here, have some bleeding. Alright, max burn? I'm pretty sure that's you dead. But we're just going to stop time on you anyway. And then you're going to charge. And then you're going to be dead. Okay, that worked out pretty good. What I meant by that is you had two individuals who are artifacts, so effects can't hurt them, but they're not going to get hit as long as Dun-Ra is alive, so it doesn't really matter. Unless, of course, you know, someone took the positive status effects off of Dun-Ra, in which case, ouch. I hope you looked at the wheel. That food thing was a big of a problem. Oh, wow! Dude, I shouldn't say dude, I should say dudette. Thank you very much, and I hope the rest of your weekend is all kinds of awesome. We're getting along. I like getting along. I'm getting along with the panda too. I hope he's enjoying his weekend. There's some really nice weather. And I do believe we are done. All right, so we finally have this open here, and it looks kind of expensive. I hope that you've been saving up gems. A better job than I did, of course. Because I really do want to get to that 50, so we'll have to see how that works out. And the Lizard Hunter Maze, we still have some stuff to gather here. Remember, they usually do a 30% discount in the last hour, so if you want to get up really early or really late, depending on your time zone, and you have the approximate number of gems that you need, or I should say coins that you need. I forget what the count was for that. I think I had it up in one of my videos. It was like 8,600 or something like that, 8,600 of them in order to get the individual at the bottom here, but that's including the 30% discount, right? Otherwise, it's over 12,000. But hopefully, you'll get whatever your target is. I'm quite happy with what I got, and I'll just spend my the coins that I do acquire to get whatever I can in here. Maybe some more gems. That'd be very good. The path did actually have some good stuff, including a 6 damage, so, I mean, and it was the last one, I think, was a 7 gems, which was pretty good, too. So, there were some good rewards there. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now, so thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it, and play games, because games are fun. See ya!